All right, guys, we've got our LC250. We're going to be installing Molle panels onto the back. We've also got an extra shelf here as well, but these are aluminum. They're 3.2 millimeters thick. It's very, very sturdy, but at the same time, not super heavy. We've got all the brackets here. Everything is labeled right and left. What I also like is everything is pre-taped already, so it makes it a lot easier. You've got some anti-rattle foam that you should be adding onto the panels. We'll be doing that during the install. Got a full instructional manual here that will be following along. Got a lot of alcohol wipes so that you can wipe your vehicle clean before you add these tape onto the panels. All your bolts, screws, everything is included. Even your 10 millimeter for your OEM panels are here, so literally can install with everything here. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. And this is the shelf. Now, what I really like about the car trim home system is that they literally have different add-ons that you can install onto the panel. So if you want a 2-tier, or you want a 3-tier, or any of the side baskets, you can automatically customize and add that on as well. So we only got one that we're going to be using on the top. All right, we're going to prep the rear. We're going to go ahead and use alcohol wipe, microfiber cloth. Just make sure you clean out all the dust. And do the same. So after you remove the bolt, go ahead and add on the aluminum spacer. It's kind of like a bolt, but it works as a spacer. Repeat the other side. All right, we're going to punch a quick small hole through there so that the bolt can fit through. All right, we're going to mark the position so we know it's there. Bolt is there, temporary holding it. All right, now we're going to use our adhesion promoter. Going to wipe down the area where the double-sided tape will make contact.
We should have kind of like, good thing I'm handy.
All right, we're going to add the anti-rattle tape.
This is all it came with?
All right, that's the M6 bolt that's there. There's a washer. It's the longer set of the black screws, so make sure you look for that. Now there's also a little hole right here on the bottom bracket that retains the USB-C hole. So go ahead and line that up, screw it in. Now the top handle, 10 millimeter. All right, we're gonna go ahead and assemble the new handle. We added a washer as well as a spring washer and the M6 bolt that's included. It does seem a little longer, but I think that it is meant for this. All right, next we're gonna add some anti-rattle. We're gonna create 4 strips and add along the top of the bracket there. All right, next we're gonna remove this last area, and that's gonna be a Phillips screwdriver. The 10 also works. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and fit the box here. Before we do so, also gonna put that adhesion promoter. Now we're gonna line up the box to this groove right here, so use that as the reference point. And we're not gonna remove the backing all the way. This will help align it without committing fully. So if you don't have steady hands, definitely suggest doing it this way. So you line up the top. Once it's in place, remove. Press everything down. Really good fitment. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put a screw on there. Just go ahead and put one for now, and you can tighten up the rest once everything is lined up. Now we're gonna go ahead and pre-make 7 of these screws with the washers. We're gonna go ahead and add the panels. There's gonna be 3 screws on top, and then there's gonna be 2 on the bottom. So just go ahead and tighten all of them with the Allen key. We're gonna go ahead and tape along the side of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and install this, and it's gonna go ahead and connect there. So you just kind of curve it aside, slip it in, push it flat. Now, as far as the screws, you're gonna use the flat head. These are a little bit different from the other ones. They're flat, so make sure you're using the right screws. There's gonna be 4 of them on this side. Yeah, keep it loose so that you can line this bolt up and then tighten everything down. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and tighten down everything. Next thing that we're gonna install is gonna be this last right bracket, also numbered or labeled right, and that's gonna go into that corner. And that's why there's a slot there for you to stick your hand through. All right, we're gonna go ahead and fit that bracket through here. All right, we're gonna put some promoter right behind there. And once you're ready, go ahead and remove the back side of the tape. Okay, go ahead and align it with the hole on the Molle panel. And once it's there, you can push it against the pillar. All right, now we're gonna do the exact same thing now onto the driver's side. So there's different configuration. You can go onto the lower basket right here. You can go to the second tier, third tier, or a top tier. We're gonna go ahead and put the top tier in case we try to do a fridge or something in the back in the future. And again, it comes with also butterfly nuts, so you can easily remove it and interchange. All right, so these are the pre-made anti-vibration. All right, and then there's one with the 2 holes that goes onto the other side of the bracket. All right, we're gonna put the wing nut with the washer. All right, now we're gonna work on the shelf. We've got both of them connected. The bar is gonna be on this side. There's a longer side and there's gonna be a shorter side, and there's gonna be 4 bolts. We're gonna leave the butterfly for the side so that you can easily remove it and retain this as one piece. All right, the 3 butterflies going to be on top. It's going to allow for easy release.
What's to loosen this for what?
Here are the pockets. All right, we're going to go ahead and close the back seats. Let's go ahead and take a side view of that. It does not bother it at all. There's still a lot of space. Let's recline it all the way. All right. You see that? It doesn't bother or hit the head at all. Let's take another side view of it with the seat reclined. So you can actually put some stuff right next to the headrest if you want some easy access. All right, we're gonna do some measurements. Let's talk about the gap. Again, we have it on the top tier, not the highest tier, but the top tier. And you're gonna have an extra leg or an extra room about 7 inches there. So fit like a sleeping bag, any of your plushy stuff. And then from that corner or that end to this end, you got about 16 inches here. Now the whole width or length of that top shelf is going to be about 46 inches. And then the distance here, if you have a fridge or a system that you want to put in place, it's about 27 inches from the bottom of the mat to the top right there. So you can still fit a lot of stuff there. You can lower the tier if you need to. Again, the panel size there, the window panel, what's the dimension of that real quick? You've got about, like 22 inches, and the basket again is about 20, let's see, about 19 inches there. And how high is this right here? It's about, 3 inches or so, a little bit more than 3 inch of a basket. And again, this goes all the way right here too, so you can definitely store some stuff onto the side. And if you need the distance between there to there, it's about 14 inches to the top of the door. All right, hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know if I'm missing anything in the video. I'd love to be able to help you guys, share with you guys some comments or help you answer any questions regarding the install. I'll catch you guys on the next one.